Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are back with the tips. So as always, let's go through my last round's tips first of all. Got 6 out of 9. Should have been 5 out of 9. I meant to change my tip for Port Adelaide, but I didn't. It's actually like the second or third time now that I've accidentally tipped the team, and that team that I accidentally tipped has gone on to win. So I'm having actually decent luck in terms of that. Last year was the complete opposite. I reckon 3 or 4 times I accidentally tipped the team that lost. So, what goes around comes around, I guess. But yeah, 6 out of 9. Very nearly was 5 out of 9. St Kilda almost bottled it against the Eagles. I would have thought that was the one game I was like, alright, I'm completely safe tipping the Saints. There is no way they're going to lose that, and they almost did lose it. But yeah, let's just get on to my round 17 tips now. Alrighty, kicking things off with the Thursday night match, Richmond taking on Sydney. Last time these two teams played, there was basically two VFL sides going at it. So I don't know how much we can read into that last encounter. Richmond coming off a very poor loss against Brisbane, got absolutely smashed coming off the bye, 81 points. It was just a terrible game for them. And Sydney, how did we not win that game? I don't understand. 6 goals and 18 behinds. It's ridiculous. How did we not win it? Some of those misses late, they were just diabolical. Like, seriously. I mean, our ball movement and how we actually played, like, if you remove the goalposts, if the goalposts weren't a thing, we played magnificently. We were awesome. Unfortunately, if you add in the goalposts, we were terrible. We were dreadful. Like, if we even are slightly more accurate than we were last week, I think we should win this game. But my god, surely we put some level of focus into goal kicking over the week. We can't have that again. 6 goals, 18, and God knows how many out of bounds on the Fools. My god, it was an awful match. But I'm confident we can win against Richmond. I'm expecting a bit of a fight back, but you know what? I'll tip us to win by 7 points. Just kick straight. Friday night, Bulldogs taking on Collingwood at Marvel Stadium. It's a Bulldogs home game. I don't know why. I have to really. I feel like Collingwood should win this one comfortably, but at the same time, I don't know, I've just got a little feeling the Bulldogs might be up for the fight. I'm gonna tip Collingwood. I'm gonna go the safe option, but I don't know. I feel like that last win against Fremantle might play them back into a bit of form. It's at Marvel Stadium. But yeah, I am going to go the safe option and tip Collingwood in this one. Should be a good match though. Rightio, Brisbane at the Gabba versus West Coast. Well, this might actually be somewhat of a contest. I mean, West Coast, they actually played quite well, considering how many outs they had against St Kilda. They were up by like 25 points at halftime, so they actually played quite decent on the weekend. I mean, after that Sydney loss by 171 points, I was looking at this match and thinking, wow, this could be one of the biggest shit shows in AFL VFL history. But I mean, I still think Brisbane should win this one very comfortably. There's no doubt in that, but I think it won't be quite as big of a loss as I first thought. Their odds before that St Kilda game were $51 to beat Brisbane. Now they're down to like $34. So I mean, clearly, all right. Well, I'm gonna tip this to be another. I'll tip it to be 100 points, but I think it won't be 200 points like everyone was saying it would be a week ago. GWS taking on Hawthorn now. GWS in some very good form, and I'm not going to tip Hawthorn 3 weeks in a row. I tipped them the last 2 weeks. They got absolutely belted both weeks. I thought they were going places, but I don't know why I tipped them. Okay, tipping them 1 week in a row and then getting smashed. Surely that's a good reason to just go like, okay, I'm not tipping them again. But no, not me. I decided that I have faith in Hawthorn to turn it around. Well, they didn't. So I'm not gonna make the mistake of tipping them 3 times in a row. It's not happening. GWS to win this one, and yeah, I'll have them win it comfortably by 39 points. Something I just realised is that GWS, based on that ladder, go up to 9th, based on my prediction. That's insane, actually. They were like bottom 4 not that long ago. That's crazy. Anyway, moving on to the next match now. St Kilda taking on Melbourne. You know, for a 4th versus 5th matchup, these are 2 very ordinary sides going at it. Both of these teams have not been in very good form this year, as of late, at all. St Kilda only just barely beat the West Coast Witches Hats, and Melbourne, well, they're just about as bad as us. Well, they're worse than us at goal kicking, actually, because they do it on a weekly basis. Like, that last match for us was pretty much a one-off thing. Like, we're never normally that bad, but Melbourne, I mean, they weren't quite as bad as we were, but they do it more consistently and frequently. So yeah, 2 teams with dysfunctional forward lines. This is going to be a beautiful match to watch. After Melbourne just played in a match that finished with a scoreline of 45-47. No, it wasn't teeming rain, but even still, that's pretty bad. God, I mean, I think I have more faith in Melbourne, but yeah, this isn't going to be a pretty match to watch. I'll go Melbourne by 14 points. This is also not going to be a pretty match to watch. Port Adelaide, well, they should smash Gold Coast, really. In fact, I'm gonna tip them to go really big. I'm gonna go Port Adelaide by 79 points. Gold Coast just got obliterated by the Suns on their home deck, and I think Port Adelaide at Adelaide Oval, well, we could be in for another obliteration. Port Adelaide, obviously coming off that win after the siren, they're a high-scoring attacking team, and I think they should really get a hold of Gold Coast in this one and extend their winning streak even further. When will it ever end? Alright, well, this could be another shit show match. Oh god, there are some very, very, very strange matchups this round. This is going to be a round of smashings, I think, because Geelong playing Geelong. Hang on. Geelong in Geelong playing North Melbourne. I can't see this one going too well. I reckon, yeah, won't be a pretty sight for all the Roos fans out there. I'll go Geelong by 75 points. Essendon taking on Adelaide now. This is okay. Well, the last few matches I've tipped to be blowouts. I don't think this one will be. This is actually a really good contest. It's what? It's like 7th versus 8th, 8th versus 9th, according to that. Jeez, it's at Marvel Stadium. I reckon, you know what? I reckon Adelaide. They haven't been good away from home this year. They've only won the one match away from home. That being, well, I mean, the Port Adelaide showdown was technically an away showdown. Was that the other? No, I don't count that. They beat the Hawks by 3 points, and other than that, they haven't won a single away game this year. They did come very close to being Collingwood, and I reckon Collingwood are better than Essendon, and I reckon Adelaide are going to get the job done here by 4 points. It's going to be a close match, but I'm tipping Adelaide to get up, and I reckon this could be the defining match of the Adelaide season. This could be what really propels them upward and onwards in 2023. And I reckon if they win this game, I'm pretty confident in them making finals this year. Finally, a bit of a weird Sunday graveyard shift matchup. At the start of the year, I definitely wouldn't have expected this game to get a 4:10 slot or 4 o'clock slot or whatever. But, I mean, now it's fair enough. Fremantle taking on Carlton. Carlton won their last couple of matches, but in pretty convincing fashion as well. Do I tip them to beat Fremantle in Perth, though? I don't know. You know what? This is a tough one to tip. I'm gonna tip. You know what? I will tip Carlton. I reckon Carlton. They're playing in. They'll probably just. They'll win maybe 3 or 4 in a row. Carlton. They'll give their fans some hope, and then they'll disappoint them all again. So, I mean, that's just the Carlton way at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna tip them to beat Fremantle. They are Fremantle. They are a bit of a Carlton are a bit of a bogey side for Fremantle. So yeah, I'll be tipping them in this one. That is the round done. Collingwood Port still on top, 2 games clear of Brisbane, and Brisbane are 2 games clear of Melbourne, and Adelaide up into 5th. Well, that could be interesting. So yeah, if and Essendon out of the 8 as well, Geelong in. Well, if everything goes according to how I think it's going to go, then yeah, Adelaide are in a really good position. GWS up in 10th spot as well. We climb up to 11th spot, and we're only half a game outside of the 8. Man, this is a close ladder. I mean, I know everyone's been talking about it being a close ladder, but just looking at this, I didn't realize quite how close it is. And then you got Gold Coast all the way down in 14th, also on 7 wins, only a win outside the top 8. Yeah, it's very close. Richmond back in the bottom 4, and then the bottom 3. That seems like it's going to remain that way for the rest of the season. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please do feel free to leave your tips down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.